Welcome everyone. In this video lecture, we will discuss about the comparison between ideal diode and practical diode. In case of practical diode, as we have discussed in earlier video lectures, that as you see, when the p side of the diode connected to the positive terminal of the supply voltage and n side is connected to the negative terminal of the supply voltage, then this type of condition is known as the p-n junction diode under forward bias condition. In these conditions, the depletion regions becomes thin and will provide a very small resistance path for the majority charge carriers to flow. As a result, there is a generous amount of charge flow through the flow through the diode. As a result, there will be a current flows through the diode in this direction. That current is known as the id. As we have discussed, the id current is id equal to I majority minus is. So in case of forward bias conditions, the resistance provided by the diode is very small. As you see in this, the resistance provided by the diode is very small. In case of reverse bias, when the p side is connected to negative terminal of the supply voltage and n side is connected to the positive terminal of the supply voltage, this type of condition is known as p-n junction under reverse bias. As a result, what happens, the depletion region becomes wider and it will provide a large resistance path for the majority charge carrier to flow, but there will be some minority carriers that will drift across the junctions, and due to this minority charge carriers, a very small amount of current that is known as a reverse saturation current in order of microamperes that flow in this direction, as you saw in this diagram. That is, in case of reverse bias, there will be very small amount of current that is known as reverse saturation current flows in this direction. So in case of reverse bias, the resistance provided by the diode is very large, the rd is very large. So in case of practical diode, in case of forward bias, resistance rd is very large, resistance provided by diode rd is very small, and in case of reverse bias, resistance provided by the diode rd is very large. But in case of ideal diode, what happens, the resistance provided by the diode in forward bias is 0. That, as you see, the resistance provided by the diode in forward bias is 0, the rd is 0. And in case of reverse bias, the rd is infinite. That means it will provide a infinite resistance path and current flows to the diode is 0. So the ideal diode behaves as a closed mechanical switch, as you see in this case, in case of forward bias, and in case of reverse bias it will behave as a open mechanical switch, as you see in this case. So the semiconductor diode behaves as a mechanical switch, so that it can control whether the current will flow between its terminals. That means in ideal diode, the ideal diode behaves as a closed mechanical switch in case of forward bias and open mechanical switch in case of reverse bias. However, there will be one different between semiconductor diode and mechanical switch, that the semiconductor diode behaves current only in one directions, as you see in this case, but the mechanical switch behaves in mechanical switch the current flows in opposite direction also. So one important difference is the semiconductor diode is different from the mechanical switch in the sense that when switch is closed, it will permits current flow in one direction. In case of diode, it will current flows in only one direction. But in case of mechanical switch, there will be also the current will flow in opposite direction also. Now coming to the VI characteristics. So this plot represents the VI characteristics of the practical diode and ideal diode. So this axis, the horizontal axis, represents the supply voltage VD, and the vertical axis represents the current flowing through the diode ID. As we have discussed, in case of forward bias, uh, if you increase the forward voltage from 0 up to the threshold voltage or barrier voltage, the current barrier as you sorry uh, as you increase the forward voltage from 0 to the threshold voltage or knee voltage or barrier voltage, the current flow through the diode is almost negligible. If you increase the forward voltage beyond that barrier voltage, the current increases exponentially, as we have already discussed this case in this previous video lectures. And in the reverse bias conditions, there will be reverse saturation current flows. We have also discussed about this reverse saturation current in the earlier video lectures. And this is the characteristics graph of the practical diode. But in case of ideal diode, what happens, as we discussed in forward bias conditions, ideal diode, the resistance of the diode is 0, Rd is 0. According to Ohm's law, Vd equal to Id Rd. So putting Rd equal to 0 in this equation, so Vd equal to 0. That means in case of forward bias, we obtained voltage is 0, voltage drop across the diode is 0, Vd equal to 0, so Vd is 0 and current is Id. So this the graph is represented in this manner. And in reverse bias condition, the resistance provided by the diode is infinite, Rd is infinite. So according to Ohm's law, Vd equal to Id Rd. So Id equal to Vd divided by Rd. So Id, putting Rd as infinite, so Id equal to Vd divided by infinite. So something by infinite is 0, so Id is 0. So in case of reverse bias, the current flows through the diode is 0. So as this represent by this graph, as you can see this line, in reverse bias condition, the current flowing through the diode is 0, and in forward bias condition, the current flowing through the diode is Id. That means in forward bias conditions, it will act as a closed mechanical switch, and current flows through the diode will show in this direction. And in reverse bias condition, the current flows through the diode is 0, and it will behaves as a open mechanical switch, and current flowing through the diode is 0. So in case of forward bias condition, ideal diode behaves as a perfect conductor, whereas in case of reverse bias conditions, the ideal diode behaves as a perfect insulator. I hope you can understand the concept. Thank you very much. Thank you for your patience.